This is Guru, and I just recently came into a new profession, which I'm on the road a lot, and I will have a lot of free time. A lot of free time. So I'm gonna start making videos again, just update videos, gameplay videos, things like that. First thing I want to talk about is Rift. Just started playing Rift about a week and a half ago or something like that. And I gotta tell you, I am nothing but thrilled with the decision to go to Rift. It is everything I've wanted in an MMO since Warcraft. I played Warcraft back like 2 or 3 years ago. Uh, for those of you that don't know, I played WoW very hardcore back, a couple years ago, right after Lich King came out. I had my 80, I was getting my epics, and then something happened. Something very definitive happened about the Warcraft thing. And some of you might have had this happen to you, and some of you might not have. And it's called "I Got a Fucking Girlfriend." Um, she kind of takes priority over Warcraft, and real life does. It just generally takes kind of priority. So I stopped playing MMOs like completely for like a year, and I tried to get back into it with Final Fantasy XI, which is a game that I played off and on for about 5 years since its release day, and I still to this day love Final Fantasy XI. I don't have anything against it, but there's a problem with Final Fantasy XI, and it's once again, some of you might have experienced this. It's really terribly slow, and you can't do anything past the first 10 levels by yourself. You need groups, and not to be mean to the interwebs, but half of you are retarded. You don't know how to play games, and that's just a sad fact of life. I was sick of getting into parties where the white mage wanted to, the white mage had also been playing Warcraft and thought it could Shadow Priest or some other stupid shit, and they didn't heal. They tried to deal damage, and my group would wipe. Countless times I'd be in Valkyrie Dunes in Final Fantasy XI, and people were retarded. Now, that's not to say in other games, that retarded people aren't going to be there. They are. There are people who don't know how to play the game. But anyway, back to Rift. Rift is basically a combination of everything I love for MMORPGs. It's got the Warcraft pace. I think I've played it probably Rift a total of 15 to 16 hours, if that. I maybe less, and I'm about to hit level 20. I've already got a mount. I've got decent gear. I've got some professions leveled, crafting, things like that, and I'm having a blast. Because another thing about Rift is it's a perfect combination of World of Warcraft, Warhammer, and Final Fantasy XI. Now, a couple of you may be thinking, Final Fantasy XI, where does that come in? In the reason of you can change your class, and you can really customize what your class is. In Warcraft, if you play a Paladin, you have either Retribution Paladin, Holy Paladin, or whichever the other fucking spec the Paladin is. And then for like Warrior, it's Fury, Defensive Warrior, or whatever the other stupid one is too. You've like 3 choices. With Rift, you can be a necromancer, a guy that summons the little skeletal minions, and sub a healing class, and also sub another nuke class. So you could be doing fire AoE damage as a pyromancer with your pyromancer subclass, doing your necromancer stuff, and then healing. Like, I was in a party, or actually I was doing a public quest for the Rift, and there was a necromancer who was the healer. Does that happen in WoW? No. Does that happen in Final Fantasy? No. And the reason why is because those games don't allow for that level of customization. And right now in Rift, I'm playing a class. I did a little bit of research. I don't normally go online and look up YouTube videos of like dungeons and stupid shit like that. I'd rather dive into it myself and find out firsthand than watch someone run through the whole dungeon and spoil everything. So I've been playing a Reaver, and because I did a little setting, and they say that Reavers are very, very good tank class, and I just took the suggested subclasses, which is Riftblade or not Riftblade, Void Knight and Paladin. I basically haven't put anything into Void Knight because it's, I think, kind of useless to the class, but I put a couple points in Paladin right now just for defensive stuff. And Reaver is really, really fucking fun. You can solo level like crazy. I've been playing 90% of the game solo and just doing solo quests, but I'm at the point now where like the next mission is I have to go into the first dungeon, which is called Iron Tomb, and from what I've heard, this dungeon is actually really, really fun for the first dungeon. And I was thinking, first dungeon, it's probably going to be like Ragefire Chasm or whatever in WoW. And everyone's that I've talked to in game is like, it's not like that at all. It's like, you can't sleep on this dungeon. You've got to be on your toes and know what you're doing. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to actually try to get to do Iron Tomb tonight and get that done. I don't even know what kind of gear drops out of there, if there's anything worthwhile, so I'm just going to give that a shot. And basically, that's my thing about Rift. I absolutely love it. I love the fact that I can be running around doing a quest, farming, mining, doing whatever I'm going to do, and running around the world, just kind of kill time. All of a sudden, it's like, bam, giant voice comes over my headset, tells me, Regulos demands your obedience, fuck you, here's a Rift. And then everyone on Free March chat or whatever area I'm in is just like, all right, fuck that Rift, let's go. And you go and you kill it, and you do the phases, and it's like a little mini raid that takes like 10 minutes. Well, even less times sometimes, depending on when people are in the area. And then you get rewards to basically buy special gear that you get for closing rifts, and that's really fucking cool. In my opinion, and I'm having a blast with the game, and I don't see what all the hubbub was about why it was bad. And this is just me speaking my personal opinion. Some of you probably have got your own reasons for not liking it or whatever, but I'm having an absolute blast with it, and I think half of it, once again, my personal opinion, I don't know if you guys really delved deep enough into the game, and maybe didn't get as far. I feel like some people, and this isn't talking to anyone specific, I've talked to multiple people about it, and I've given multiple opinions. I feel like people got to like level 10 maybe and thought this is Warcraft, with a different name, different graphics engine, and uninstalled it. And fair enough, that happens to some people, but you just stick with it, and I promise the game's going to offer you a lot more. It's awesome. Other subjects I want to get onto, because this is just going to be videos about shit I care about. They just released the last bit of the Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition patch notes today. Not happy. I just recently started minting Dalsum because Oni's ass. I can't get around that. I'm not Wildcat, and I'm not whoever the fucking really good Oni player. I'm not Eta. I'm not. I can't on reaction always do Oni's 40% combos. I can't guarantee I'm going to have 2 meters all the time. So and I heard rumors and whispers on the interwebs about, oh, they're going to make Oni actually be able to FADC his Shoryuken on block. I'm like, oh my god, that's going to be amazing. They're going to give him anti-air jab into Ultra 1. Oh my god, that's amazing. That's going to help a lot. Patch notes released. He got 50% health. His EX Shoryuken on first hit becomes an untechable knockdown, and light slash hits crouching opponents. The fuck, Capcom? That's it? That's all you gave him? You gave Oni like a piece of candy, and you buffed Balrog's Ultra 2 by like 90 points. No one uses that Ultra. It's crappy. Why would you do such a thing? And with that being said, I'm going to be practicing a lot of Third Strike Online, and I'm going to be playing Urian. I'm sick of losing. And I'm going to really delve a lot of time into that game, and then King of Fighters 13. That's all I really want to talk about in this video. It was really fast and really dirty, really gritty. But, if you like my opinions, or if you don't like my opinions and want to call me a faggot or whatever, that's cool. Give me views. So this is Guru, signing off.